Hi everyone, welcome back to Rymerplans. I filmed this video a couple of weeks ago, so we're gonna see if I can remember what I did. It's a bit scary to do audio so far after when you actually filmed it. So I'm using these boxes by Happy Cutie Studio. They're so sweet, little pandas. Who doesn't love a panda? And I'm just starting by Tippexing out pretty much everything. I can't remember who this tape is by. I'm really bad at tapes. Is anyone else really bad at tapes? Sorry, I didn't even say. This is a memory plan video for the week commencing the 13th of July 2020, obviously. I'm not that far behind. So I am kind of behind on these memory videos. I've been really good at keeping track, at the time. But in terms of actually getting these videos out, it's been really difficult. But I am getting there. I've kept up to date with my normal weekly and monthly videos really well. So the way I see it is, these are memory plans anyway. It doesn't matter how long ago the memory was. I think it's fine to just churn these out whenever I can. That's okay, right? Well, if it's not tough, because that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm using date covers by Josephine Bow Designs. Through watching my videos, I've realised how much I hate the way I say the word Josephine. I didn't realise until, when I hear myself say it right now, it doesn't sound that bad. But when I hear it back, I realise how ridiculous I sound. So I can only apologise. I'm not going to stop using the stickers just so I can avoid saying it. But yeah, really uncomfortable to have realised that. Does anyone else just, I feel like everyone hates their accent, but I feel like I have it kind of double because I lived in Scotland for 20 years, England for 10 years, so a third of my life has been in England, but my accent is just a really bad mix of both, and I feel like no matter what I do, I sound like I'm putting on a fake accent. And I still sleep talk in a Scottish accent, but people here, people don't really believe I'm Scottish. But then some people can't hear English, it's just a mess. But my accent is a subject of daily conversation, and it was a big reason in why I'm so insecure about doing, or was so insecure about doing these videos. Obviously I'm not really now. One of my old school friends heard one of my videos and she's like, "Who's doing your voiceover?" That's what I sound like now. That's me. It's my voice. So I'm just putting some more washi along the bottom. I just chose this kind of grid effect one just because it was black and white, and a lot of, obviously it's pandas, black and white, you know. And because there are 9 boxes with this kit, I've set aside 1 per day plus 2 for sidebars. So starting with Monday the 13th, and I started my week with a meeting, so that's always fun. So Michael was learning about Rosa Parks for his history lesson that week. That was fun. He's really enjoyed learning about just history in general. Paige came home on that Monday, which meant that we also had a lesson with her. And she learned about Gladys Bentley that week. We try and focus on one person, we're going through a module of iconic people, so it's one person per week. I still need to sit down and actually do a video where I talk about how we do our home ed stuff. So on this day I also announced the book club book for August, which is called Life Isn't Binary. Things are a bit up in the air with the book club at the moment, just because it's really hard to get that many people to all commit to one thing at a time, but you know, it's nice to have something to read at the very least. So yeah, I had a super busy day at work, and then I just went to bed after my dinner because I was just so tired, and we watched Knives Out, which is a really good film. Really enjoyed it. Do recommend. I think we actually cut it off like half an hour before the end and then watched the last half an hour the next day, but that's okay. So we had some snuggles in the morning, and then I did some laundry. I can't see what the middle one says. You guys will be able to, but I'm looking at a small screen. I think I had a cup of tea in bed. Yeah, had a cuppa in bed. Yeah, so then I did some reading with Paige. We're reading Roll of Thunder. We do a chapter per week, so it's a few months of reading that to get used to seeing it. And then I did this thing with Michael. We did like a 100 word like common words thing. I remember doing one at school, and I was a freak at school. I was really, really good at like English, spelling, writing, everything. And there was this 1,500 word common words thing, and I was the only person in the country who got 100%, and I got a little prize. So that's a weird thing about me. So I got some happy mail. I did an Instagram story, or no, I think I put them all on Insta stories, and then I went to work. So I did some maths worksheets with Michael. Wednesday, Paige does sociology, and she was looking at pressure groups. So we learned about what they are, what their function is, and yeah, it was really interesting. We looked up what some are in the UK as well, just to get an idea of what is important to British people. I organised some stickers, and oh, this was the day that I actually applied to do PR for Your World of Colour, and spoiler alert, I got it. So that was good. But that afternoon I was actually having a super bad time. I was not feeling good in my brain, and then we watched a future time lapse. I'll try and find the link for the description, and it just fried my tiny brain and made me feel both insignificant and, well, insignificance and despair simultaneously, in both a positive and a negative way. Positive being my problems are clearly insignificant because the universe is going to implode one day anyway. Woke up on Thursday morning, and Missy had had 3 accidents through the house. I think she was not feeling very well that day. So that was a fun start to my day. I keep having to clear my throat. So I did a bit of planning and editing on Thursday the something, I think that's the 16th. And then my husband actually went to hospital, so that was fun. I played detectives with Michael. We wrote notes to each other in invisible ink. I was low-key freaking out because my husband went to hospital. He was fine, but we didn't want to tell the kids where he was going because we were just a little bit worried about some stuff, and I was just trying to pretend everything was fine and that he was just stuck at the shops. And we played detectives. But everything was fine in the end, so it's all good, it's all good. My kids didn't mind me lying. I did tell him later. So I did some filming on the Friday morning. And I took the kids outside. We were actually going somewhere, I can't remember where we were going. We went for a drive. And while my husband was out already, oh, Wilko, I should have just waited. We're going to Wilko, and he was coming to pick us up. So we waited out front and looked at ladybirds. So we went to Wilko. It was our first time going to a shop as a family since coronavirus. It was really scary and sweaty, and I just didn't enjoy it. Hardly anyone wore masks, so I got really mad. And then we came home and I taught Paige how to use Excel spreadsheets, so that was fun. I wrote an article in the afternoon and then I just played Sims for a bit. I just needed to like decompress, I guess. So then I did something very exciting. I turned 30 in a couple of weeks, and back in July I spoke to I mean we're not friends, like I don't have her number or anything, but she's like a friend to the plus size community. She's someone that I've had like a casual Twitter friendship with for a number of years, and I actually asked her to, she's a designer, sorry, she makes clothes. She's called Interrobang Art, highly recommend. But I asked her to make me a skirt for my 30th birthday outfit, and she obliged. So I was talking to her about ideas on that day, and I'm very excited. I haven't got it yet, but I'm excited. So Saturday I had work. It's really hard to do memory planning when you work 8:30 to 8:30 on weekends. But Mikey's sunflowers bloomed, so I went off kit a little bit here because I actually had a sunflower sticker. And I watched a lot of things. So this sticker I'm putting down, it actually kind of like repelled the ink. But I watched All Stars 5, I watched Jammy Dodger, Little Pencil Design and Tilly Journals on YouTube. The last 3 were all on YouTube, obviously. When I'm at work I just try and catch up on like my YouTube stuff. Obviously I'm working too at the same time, I don't just ignore it. I watched Gilmore Girls, and then I texted Hannah about cake because she told me that she would make me cake like a month ago and I still have not got it. So I reminded her that she's a terrible friend and that I am owed cake. That's not how the conversation went. In fact, it probably is how the conversation went. We agreed anyway that she will bring me cake on my birthday because hopefully it will be safe to see each other properly by then. So I had work again on Sunday, and I worked on some lesson plans as well, planning out just some more people for us to study. The kids are really enjoying learning about like one famous, I say famous, some of them I hadn't even heard of, but just important people at a time. One important person at a time, sorry. I did a bit of dancing and singing along to Savage Garden. Showing my age there, but it's all good. Then I did a bit more singing to Set It Off, which is another awesome band. And then things just got crap again. My mental health just went way downhill. Came home, played some BitLife with Michael because he just loves it. And then we had a roast dinner, which was nice. Nice little end to the week. And now my sidebar. I'm so sorry, I keep coughing. The mood tracker is by Happy Cutie Studio. I think the, what are they called, habit tracker is from Strawberry Lime Designs. It looks like hers. Yeah, pretty sure. And then those little headers with the bows, I think are Oodle My Doodles. I think. And if I'm wrong, I'm not going to tell you. So yeah, there's the finished look. I don't like it as much as my first week. I feel like I started on a real high with these memory plans, but it's decent, it'll do, and I'm still loving memory planning. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!